Immediately after the previous episode's events, two columns of light, one green and one stormfire, collided, causing the focal point of force to swell into a dark red energy sphere. Godzilla's complete transformation consumed enormous energy. After using atomic breath, its sustained time decreased. So he was not foolish enough to confront the wave head-on. He had many other forms. Immediately enormous bony spines burst from Godzilla's belly. He roared, "Meteor Godzilla!" Nuclear energy surged violently. The bony spikes stabbed straight into the three heads of the white dragon. It was busy countering the wave and couldn't brace itself. Its body had no time to react. Dragon blood and white scales sprayed everywhere. The thunderfire column extinguished in an instant. A reverberating shock sounded along with the dragon's pained roar. The white dragon was beaten to tatters, hanging like a hooked worm. He looked at it and curled his lip. Three heads. Familiar looking indeed. He stopped spewing energy and lunged forward. A powerful kick as if to tear apart space itself. He stepped on its chest, the force pressing the three dragon heads into agonized groans. Then he bit the middle head. A blue flash terrified them. He rasped, "Those three heads will be hard to keep." Atomic breath condensed again. Energy striking the middle head's eyes, nose and mouth, plunging down its throat, causing the flesh of the middle head to explode into fragments. The energy detonated like a plasma bomb. Blue thunder erupted within its body, melting the head and neck, blood spraying everywhere, destroying the thunder-producing organ in its chest. After the explosion, he still held the white dragon's blazing red heart in his hand. He raised the heart and roared, power overflowing. Dust filled the air as the image of Godzilla he standing amid the devastation was utterly shocking. The old man below fell silent, doubting his own eyes, unable to believe someone had used a monster's strength to crush the multi-headed white dragon so thoroughly. His face suddenly went pale. A look of horror focused on He threw the giant heart down in front of him. The throw was so strong the old man nearly lost his footing. The massive body shrank, revealing a naked young man. He laughed triumphantly, saying he'd found the inheritance and no longer needed the old man's help. He stepped toward the heart, and the old man shouted, "Don't even think about it." He clenched his hands, ready to pierce the heart, laughing loudly. "Knew you'd object. I'll take it myself." He plunged both hands into the heart. The dragon blood, hot as molten metal, gushed and sprayed. A choking metallic stench filling the air. He felt the heat spread through his body and blurted, "It's hot." But he ignored the burning and continued searching inside the heart. The sensation like molten metal about to dissolve his arm. Enduring the heat for a moment, he suddenly froze and cried with joy. Found it. It was very heavy, although He's physique far exceeded that of a grand martial master. He nearly shoved half his body into the dragon heart, blood pouring out. After struggling for a while, he managed to lift the strange object out. He had to grit his teeth to bear its weight. The NPC old man panicked like he was on fire, only able to look at He with eyes full of fear. The artifact detached and its tendrils coiled around him. He immediately realized it was the dragon armor, the inheritance of the secret realm. At the microscopic level, the armor sprouted tiny branches like blood vessels. Those root-like veins clung to his skin, connecting directly with his capillaries. The armor liquefied and enveloped his body, gradually synchronizing with his breath and heartbeat. His blood even began to circulate inside the armor. The NPC old man stood stunned, his face ashen, speechless at the sight. He recalled someone who had once reluctantly worn the dragon armor but only received 90% of its inheritance due to weak constitution. He, however, was fully accepted by the dragon armor. The first in 1,000 years. He stood atop the heart and said nonchalantly, "I just put the armor on and that's it." The NPC old man was so furious he wanted to pick up a stone and throw it in his spite. The old man clenched his fists, face flushed with anger but powerless, gritting his teeth. "That brat." He relaxed and sighed in resignation. "Fine then," he spoke sternly. "The ancestors have recognized him. It's fortunate the inheritance goes to someone worthy. At least it won't be disgraced." He still wouldn't let it go, smiling and asking, "It seems this inheritance has another part, right?" The old man nearly choked with anger and shouted, "Getting greedy now, are you? Are you planning to target our clan too?" He explained that the dragon armor only refines external techniques. It needs an inner skill of the same level to balance. The two combined form the complete heavenly gang martial technique. A rare opportunity he couldn't pass up. 7 days later, in his room, he was still oversleeping as usual. The phone rang. He threw the blanket off, sat up and answered, "Chuzhou? What's up?" He said he'd spent most of his time sleeping to digest the dragon armor inheritance in martial domain space. Chu Zhou on the line reported that today he and Lu Qingzhu had to go to the activity center to claim quest rewards, and Yi's reward would be handed over by the principal in person, so he had to go to the principal's office. Hearing that, Yi blinked and asked, "I have to see the principal?" Yi frowned at his phone, looking tired with drool at the corner of his mouth, muttering, "Could the principal have called me up for a private talk?"